Hi, I'm Ashley Jensen. I'm a makeup artist with Maskcara Beauty, and I am talking to you guys today about how to highlight and mostly contour based on your face shape, because it's not, I think there's just a lot of really good tips that can help you be more successful in making yourself look the very best that you possibly can. So, hey Chelsea, thanks for hopping on and watching. I'm gonna see if I can share this video super quick. We'll see how that goes. But, so highlighting and contouring, I think just really quick before I get going, if you will share this video onto your page, then you actually are gonna be able to get entered into a tin of your choice. And this is gonna give you some back top. And I'm doing a huge giveaway at the end of September for anybody that shares my videos. I'm going to give away a lot of my free product to those people that do that for me. So hold on just 1 second while I do this. And if you comment, that helps me out a ton. I've got some really good big goals that I'm trying to reach, and okay, I shared that there, and I'm going to share it one more place. And even if you can't purchase, then that's okay. Sharing and commenting is super helpful. Hey Haley, thanks for hopping on. Almost done. This takes a minute. Oh, by the way, on my eyes today, I have all of the eyeshadows that are on sale. They're only $8 each, so they're a super duper good deal. And I can't do two things at the same time. I'm struggling here, but that's okay. Hi Tisha. Almost done. It takes a second to do all this. Sometimes I have my husband help me do this. Okay, we're up and ready to go. Okay. I'll show you the colors that are left on that clearance. So I have this really pink one on, and I love this color for blending over my browns. Hey Kenley. So I have Bird, which is one of my very favorite colors, and I always say it wrong, Mi Hija. It's Spanish for my daughter, and I have that over top of it. It just kind of makes it more of a, without going like totally pink, I just love how Mi Hija brightens up any browns. It just makes it like really fresh and lively, and I just really, really love it. And then I have Bright Eyes right on my lid. That's the shimmery one, this golden color. And then I actually took some of this midnight color right in the outer crease. Not a ton of that, but it's kind of the look. You like? Okay, so thanks for sharing, Kenley. Super appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna talk about, thanks Tisha. I'm gonna talk about contouring today. So I don't have any of the foundation on my face at all. You can see, I swear, the ring light usually makes my skin look better than it is, but I do have some coloring and texture issues. My skin's not terrible, but this stuff is really awesome. It's a cream product, and I really like it because it's actually, rather than going in and flattening your face with one color, you actually can start with your contour color, and since it's a cream, it's really forgivable, and you don't have to like go in with layers and layers and layers. It feels so fresh and nice on your face. I really love it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the right way for my face. Now, if you kind of look to your side, I have a very natural contour right here, and that's a bit lower. You can actually see, let me show you where it's at really quick. I'll just kind of define it. It's a bit lower than I would like. It kind of goes down like this. Can you guys see that? Like, that's just my natural contour. And if I do that, it's actually making my face a little bit disproportionate. It's making my jaw look teensy tiny. It's making my cheekbones look humongous, which, I mean, having big cheekbones is nice, but that's just a little bit too much. So you're trying to find a way to make it so that you are more proportionate. So for me, I can't really do that natural contour color. Let me see. I don't have any wipes or anything. So that would not work totally for me. Maybe I'm gonna do half and half. I'll do one half. How's my lighting, guys? Can you see? Thanks for sharing, Tisha. So I I actually want to avoid, and I even have some discoloration right here, so it kind of makes it hard for me to contour higher. I actually need to go in, and I'll cover that up in just a bit, but I actually need to go at the top of my cheekbone. Most people need to go at the very top. If you actually follow your ear line down, and then you're going to feel this bone right here, that's really the best place to go. And I've always told people to do that. By the way, this color right here is called, it's our newest color, and I love it so much. It's really dark. It's called, I can't think of it. Yeah, so Astoria, there we go. I've told people for a long time that they should go and cup this too, like this. And I actually kind of have been not doing that on myself lately because I already have kind of prominent cheekbones. If you've got kind of these, thanks Chels, if you've got these little cheekbones like this where you've got kind of this ball of fat, then you actually don't need to do that because you already are going to have that natural contour. So I'll kind of show you what I've been doing lately on the other side for myself. And it's going clear up here and then just bringing that down about to the outer corner of my eye so you can see that. And let me show you kind of what that does. And it totally depends on your face shape. What you're trying to do with highlighting and contouring is just to find the most beautiful assets of your face that you already have and lift your face and just like add a lot of youth. But you can kind of see how that's helping me show off my cheekbones, but it's not really adding anything that I don't need. Ball of fat. Well, it's a good thing. Children have fat faces. Hey, Savannah. And my kids are yelling at me. Let me show you kind of what happens if I do this. I'm trying to listen to what my kids say. Yeah, you can have a birthday party with the kittens tomorrow, honey. Yeah. Oh, you guys don't hear a really sad story. Okay, so I actually like both ways. You guys can tell me what you like, but this one, you want to definitely keep it a couple finger lengths away from your nose and your lips like that, and then you can bring it up. This is all about preference, and I don't know, I kind of go back and forth, so that will work. This color will look better once I get all my highlighting stuff on, but that's kind of like one way to do it, and this is another way to do it. So okay, I have been liking this just because I do already have that little roundness and I don't really need this. But if you have a very flat face, this is a really good tip that you can do. A lot of times you just will have a flatter area of your face here, or else sometimes when you get a little bit older, it's good to kind of bring this tiny little cup up right here. So just look at your face, decide if you need the extra definition, the cheek definition, and then you can kind of go from there. And then pay attention to your proportions. Okay, Savannah, I'll help you. Does that make sense? So lately I've been liking this look, and I would blend it more and everything too, but time out. I found my wipes. I'm gonna show you something that is a common, I can see a ton of you are on here, but I can't see who's on here. So make sure you when you hop on, that you say hi. Hey, Amy. And make sure if you are watching on the replay that you comment for sure. Because I love to see who you guys are and who's watching and all that kind of fun stuff. And definitely share this video. It's super easy to do. You just have to click the share button in the bottom. And then if you aren't already liking my page and you just happen across this video, then make sure you like this page so that I can keep you updated on all my fun tips and tricks and stuff like that. So I love doing this. It's lots of fun. Okay, so the most common thing that people are going to tell you, let me get my face dry, is that, thanks Amy, is that you need to suck in your cheeks. Have you heard that before? Give me a thumbs up if you have heard that before. So let me show you the wrong way. So you'd go like this. Do you see how that drags my whole face down? Let me show you on the other side the right way, the way that I like to do it. And even if I bring it in farther like I like with a little bit of the cup, and then blend it out. I'll even blend out this side. Do you see the difference that that makes? Just in general, the shape that that's gonna make for my face. How much more defined that looks. It doesn't look muddy. If you're gonna put your contour down here, no matter how much I blend this out, that looks like not great. Like, let's just look to the side. Like, people are gonna look at you and like, oh, she contoured her face today. On this side, and especially if I blended it a little bit more and finished up, people are gonna say like, oh, she's really good at makeup, or like, look at those pretty cheekbones, especially after I get that illuminator on. So, hey, say hi if you're hopping on. I can see a couple of you hopping on. Okay, so this is the no, this is the yes. Got it? Okay, and that's the way you do it, Savannah. Savannah, you just gotta feel for that cheekbone. Go way higher than you think. I mean, you don't want to go on the cheekbone. So this is like where my cheekbone is right here. This is my cheekbone. Like this. You don't want to go on it, you want to go underneath it. So if you imagine like pushing up on the bottom of your cheekbone, you can actually do that too. So you can take this and you can push up against the cheekbone, and that will help. Does that make sense? Hey, Jessie. So this is more lifting, this is gonna drag you down. And even if I try to clean it up, it's still, that's the way cool thing about cream products, is that they are very easy to clean up. Okay, so you see that? This just looks like I have like a mustache. This is like lifted. Okay, now for your forehead, it depends on how big your forehead is. I feel like my forehead's a little bit bigger than, you know, like I'm not being down on myself. I just have like a little bit bigger of a forehead than other people do. Some people have very short foreheads. If you have a teensy tiny short forehead, a teensy whatever, you know what I'm saying, you actually would only need to do like a line like this, or maybe even not at all if you have a very, very short forehead. So what this is doing is actually bringing attention to the brightness, and it's pulling back the darkness on my forehead. Okay, so that's if I had like a really short forehead, I would keep it kind of up here. But since I have a larger forehead, you can kind of, this is kind of a way to think about it. So this is your triangle of light. This is what we call the triangle of light. So it actually goes a little bit above your brows. Do you like this? I hope this is my screenshot. And then it's gonna actually go on your chin and right under your eyes. So this triangle right here under your eyes, that's where the light's gonna go. So I actually can bring my contour clear down here. I don't have to, but let me show you what that does. If I can find it again. So dipping into my contour, it's all cream, so it's good. And I do have like a zit there. I don't know what happened, but. So I can bring mine actually this far down, and once I blend it'll look good. Thanks, Amy. Oh, and Amy, you asked me what my eyeshadow colors were. I have Bird. I actually did Bubba up a little higher than I did Bird right in the crease. And then I kind of did a light layer of Miiha. It's that pink one over top. And then I did Midnight in the corner, in the outer corner. And then Bright Eyes on my lids. Okay, so once I kind of blend that around, and I see this a lot too, where I actually see a very defined contour line. I think people just kind of go like this, and then they call it good. And then they take a photo and it's like, oh yeah, contour fun, but you actually really need to make sure you buff this line, and you don't want to see your contour. That is not the purpose of this exercise. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys a sad story. It actually was very traumatizing. And Lindy, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. My sister-in-law graciously gave my kids a cat for my daughter, my 7-year-old, a cat for her birthday. And then they were playing in the backyard, and I live next door to my parents' backyard, and the cat went under the fence and the dogs got it, and oh my gosh, it was so sad. So I'm like trying to get the cat. Oh god, you guys don't want to hear this. It was awful. It was depressing. It's been kind of a bad week. Just migraines and cat's dying, and it was like the very, very best cat I've ever seen. Have any of you guys ever seen, like, had an animal that died traumatically? Because it kind of is not, it's not good at all. Okay. All right, so moving on. I do not know why I shared that. You guys do not want to hear that life update. What did I just dip in? That was the highlight color. Oh, thanks, Jesse. I was traumatized, and my kids they saw the whole thing, and it was just really, really awful. Okay. Way to kill the mood, Ashley. Okay. So that's like vertical this way. Let's not talk about that anymore. So I can kind of, if you kind of think of this as like an oval or like the triangle I said, then you are going to be able to figure out, you know, how low on the contour you want to go. And you can definitely figure that out. Now another thing, hey Erin, another thing to think of too is this way right here between your contour and under your cheek and your contour up here. How far in do you want to go? Some people don't need it at all. If you don't have a lot of space between your hairline and your brow, then you don't even have to do anything. You can do like a contour under here and maybe a contour up here. If you do have like a space there, then you can definitely go in and like contour a little bit there. Hey. Okay, so that's kind of what that's looking like. Is my lighting good enough for you guys to see what the heck I'm talking about even? Let me look at it on here. It's maybe decent. I don't know. Okay. All right. So, and then your jawline. Some people don't even need it at all if you have a really defined jawline. I have a pretty defined jawline, so I just keep it underneath my jaw just to help define that more, but I don't put it up here because I already told you I have like a small jawline. I keep forgetting I have a bad side and a good side now, but I put this down here. Let me show you what would happen if I did bring this in the typical mascara fashion, the typical highlight and contour fashion, and I brought that up there just to minimize my jaw. I don't need that because that's making my jaw look like I'm this little. Like you don't need a jawline that tiny, right? Okay, so can you see the difference if I go here compared to here? If I just have my jaw just defined enough right here underneath to even out any bumps or anything like that. Okay, thanks Jesse for the feedback on that. You can even go here and go along the side. I forget to do this all the time. Let me swipe the comments away so I can see what I'm doing. But you can actually go and actually define your neck. I never remember to do this, but you can bring this down from your jaw. Oh, my battery's gonna die. I better figure this out pretty soon. Like that. You can actually just bring this down, and then you can bring a little bit here on the sides of your neck. Hey Chase. Okay, but you can define that there. You can actually go and you can define your collarbones and make those kind of, I don't know, I guess it makes you look skinnier. It's kind of silly, but okay, so there's that look. All right, I'm gonna go do my highlight now. I've got 5% of battery left to figure this out and finish up. And I'm not really being able to see myself super good, but I'm going in with this color that's June. It conceals my redness pretty good. And I'm actually using the same side of the brush that I did the contour with. Isn't that crazy that you can do your contour first before your highlight? Just blows me away. It's so much easier than anything I've ever used before. And I love the finished result. And remember, this is the bad side. So if you're tuning in and you're wondering what the heck, why I can't do my makeup, that is why. Okay. Oh, ooh, another fun tip. If you want to have your contour more defined, you actually can go right here after you're done and just draw this line right here and drag it down. So even though this is the wrong shape of contour, it actually, see how good that defines it though? Okay, I'll show you on this side too. So you can go through here and just kind of clean up that line and then drag it down. And that's just gonna like look super awesome. Get around my nose. I love using 2 separate highlight colors because I'm gonna show you in a second how it just helps define that triangle of light that I talked about a few minutes ago. And another fun tip is that I actually like to blend my foundation in, pushing up, because your skin is like shingles, and it sounds bad, but if you're pushing the makeup into that, then it's going to last longer. And our makeup is super high quality. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what colors you are and I can help you figure out the right highlight and contour colors, just comment makeup below and then I'll send you a DM, or else you can DM me. That's even easier. Sometimes they get lost. And then don't forget to share again, so you can try to win any color of your choice. It could be a blush or whatever. Yeah, so I like to kind of blend that in that way. And then I go and I blend in my contour. Again, bad side. And I love Astoria so much. It's so good on so many people. It's almost as dark as indigo, but it's cooler toned if you've ever used any of that kind of stuff. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. This lighting is not great for me, but I think it looks good for you guys. Okay, yeah, this is super bad. Don't do this. This side is good. Okay. Yeah, I'm digging it. Okay, now I'm going to show you a lighter highlight color. I like to take this and put it right underneath this area where I showed you that my triangle of light is. See how much brighter that looks? It just totally erases all my circles. Such awesome makeup. I can go right into the corners here. And then like this little, I'm going to do like a little tree right here. Blend this little tree in right here. And right here. And then right on my chin. And I'm being totally washed out by the camera, but I love it so much. And then blush, I'm going to use this brand new color. It's called Plum. And so part of the problem is if you've got your contour this low, your blush, it's a lot better if your contour and your blush kind of overlap a little bit. So you'll see right here, if I smile right on that fatty part of my cheek, that's where that's going to go. And then you don't have like a gap. So if I go and I do that same thing right here, I have an issue because look, I've got contour and then highlight and then blush, and that's weird. You don't want that look. It's not a good look. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this looks very muddy, even though it's the same color, and I'll even try to blend it out a little bit better. It's hard to get blended and make it look good when it's the wrong area. But this side is looking really good. Okay, and then let's see how much battery I have left. 3%, we're good, almost done. This is our Dream Illuminator. I really like it too. Illuminator is just gonna even define that cheekbone even more. I like to go in with my finger and just put it right there. Watch what this does. So here's another issue. If your contour is too low, your illuminator's way up here, like what the heck is going on in between it? It's weird, but that's pretty, right? The illuminator at least. If you're here, it makes a lot more sense because you started your contour above your ear, so your illuminator goes right on top of that. Does that make sense? It's like a trifle, like a, you know, layers. What does Donkey say on Shrek? Onion, whatever. Onions are like layers. We're trying to be a trifle here. So you're gonna have your highlight, and then you got your contour right underneath it, and then you've got your illuminator right underneath it. You don't have to go and like redefine. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. You don't have to go and do layers upon layers this way. Just do layers this way. Does that make sense? Then I can bring this down on my nose. I don't even know if I did highlight on my nose, did I? Yeah, I think I did. Goes right underneath my brow bone, on the inner corner. Sorry, I'm flipping you off. Cupid's bow. Ooh, you guys, I never ever finished. I take forever, sorry. But I wanted to show you how you can use the contour techniques for your lips too. So what's happening here is that putting a contour is making my cheekbones pop, right? But putting a contour under your lips makes your lips pop too. So it's super cool. Okay, so you just put it right underneath your lip, right on the line. Like that. And do you see how much that makes my lips pop? I always blend it in. Just blend it around so it's not like, you know, the 90s lip, but that makes my lips look way pouty and awesome. And then you can do it on your top lip, and that's gonna bring that same idea in, where it's gonna define your lips and it's gonna make them pop out. Because if you put a dark color in, it retracts, right? If you put a light color in, it brings it forward. Does that all make sense? Oh, you guys. Okay. Hey, Lindy. I was missing, thanks, Lindy. I was missing comments because I forgot. I forgot that I swiped them away. I'm like, gosh, you guys are quiet, but now I'm seeing it. Ogres are like onions, they have layers. Yeah, just like your face. Ogres, onions, it's all the same. Okay, you can use the cheek colors for lip products. Personally, I've seen plum look amazing on people. For me, it just kind of makes me look a little too dull, so I'm gonna do something else. I'm just gonna go in with black cherry. Black cherry is a super scary looking one. Let me show you. This one right here. But it looks so good on cheeks and lips on almost everybody. So, and then you can actually take, yeah, I'm using Astoria as my lip contour too. And then you can actually take an illuminator and pop that, sorry, I'm flipping you off again, right in the middle. And that just like gives you that same idea that I did on my whole face for my lips. Does that make sense? I'm contouring, I'm coloring in, and then I'm illuminating, and it just kind of brings more definition and everything. So let me see if I look decent. It's hard to tell on a phone screen. You guys should try doing your makeup with a phone sometime. Okay, so do you see the difference? This is the bad side. Contour's clear down here. Just doesn't look as good as this side where it looks really lifted. It looks, you guys, when I do, ooh, 1% back, I gotta go. When I do older, mature skin, I love it because when the women look in the mirror and they are like, you know, 70 or 80 or 60 even, they're like, I feel like I'm 10 years younger. It's because it's lifting your face. Okay, before my phone dies, I'm gonna go. Make sure you share, make sure you comment, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you have any questions, send me a message. It doesn't even have to be mascara related. I'll help you out. It's super fun for me. Thank you. See you. Bye.